Despite the good things that programs like the GI Bill initially accomplished, the funding of our nation's colleges from the federal coffers has increased the cost of our college education, has distracted colleges from their true mission, and has entangled colleges in the passing political fads of the federal government. And now we are hearing from our nation's politicians that ideally college education should not just be subsidized by the government, but that it should actually be completely funded by the federal government. That is, college should be free. Note that word free. What does it mean to be free? There are profound implications for how you answer this question. As an American, and particularly as a Christian, that word free has a profoundly deep meaning. It describes your independence, your ability to stand unbound by the chains of another. One thinks of the words offered by Revolutionary War General John Stark, "Live free or die, death is not the worst of evils." The first half of that quote is memorialized as the gutsy motto on the New Hampshire license plate. Or perhaps you think of Christ's words in the Gospel of John, "If the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed." To be free is, in this sense, a truly noble purpose. And to have a college that set you on this path, a college that taught you to live free in this deepest sense, that would be a profound blessing. But there is another definition to the word free. It can simply mean that you may have the service without having to pay the normal charge, like when you get a free pizza. Of course, it goes without saying that nothing is truly free in this sense. Somebody somewhere is still paying for that pizza. But for whatever reason, they are motivated to carry the cost and let you slip out the door without paying the bill. That's a nice gesture when it comes from the overflow of an individual, generous heart, but it is a financial debacle when that free meal is instituted as a national policy and considered to be an inherent right of every 18-year-old. Unfortunately, all the current conversations about the possibility of free college are using this second definition of free rather than the first. College is being offered like a free pizza, a complimentary education served up piping hot by the federal government. But I want to argue that to the extent that we avail ourselves of this second kind of free, we will lose that first and far more profound kind of freedom. With the shekels come the shackles. You cannot take the money and expect to maintain ideological integrity. As federal funding increases, so does the federal government's estimation of its own authority over the various elements of a college's life. We may get a free college education, but in the end, we will find that we have gotten what we paid for. If you have been following NSA for the last year, you may know that we've been pointing out the issues in higher education by discussing the problem with Big Ed on our blog and on our YouTube channel. We are continuing this series and would love to have you follow along. If you are new to this topic or returning to view this series and you would like to follow this conversation, please go to our YouTube channel. When you click the subscribe button and the bell icon on our YouTube channel, you help the college by making sure that more people see our videos when we publish new content. We encourage you to also visit nsa.edu and click on the blog button to read an in-depth analysis of this topic and much more.